Hey everyone, my name is Megan. Today we're going to be discussing 5 things that you can do when your Facebook account gets disabled for no reason. And number 4 is my favorite, so make sure that you watch all the way through to see all the tips that I have for you. Hey, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. I do go by Simply Simmer on my YouTube channel, and that's just because the majority of my content is related to Sims 4, and somehow I just got sucked into this whole Facebook disabled me debacle. This is my 3rd video on this subject, but long story short, I got disabled in August of 2020. Got my account back by jumping through some hoops and contacting Oculus, who is a company owned by Facebook. And now I'm here providing you with some additional steps because Oculus apparently is no longer assisting people who are in the same boat that I was. Before I jump into those 5 recommendations, I did just need to give a quick disclaimer. I do not work for Facebook or any company that is owned by Facebook. I'm just a girl who likes to play Sims who mistakenly had her Facebook account disabled. I don't have any way of reinstating anybody's Facebook accounts. So as much as I wish that I could help, please don't send me any emails or direct messages or anything like that because there's nothing that I can do for you. But in light of not being able to wave a magic wand and fix everybody's accounts, I did think maybe I can give 5 additional recommendations for you to try to see if it might help. And just to let you know, I don't know if any of this will work. It's just things that might help. So make sure to leave a comment to let me know if any of these steps worked for you, and let's jump right in. Number 1 is to sign the petition on change.org. Now, I am going to leave a link to the petition in the description below the video, but this is what the website looks like. It's just a petition that you can sign, just add your name to the list. Essentially, it's just saying that we want somebody at Facebook to see this and to adopt a better process for reinstating disabled Facebook accounts. You'll be able to read the whole thing, and I always encourage you to read an entire petition before you sign it. But essentially what it's saying is that there are so many people who are affected by this, and there is no way to contact Facebook. It's very unfair, and people are really hurting from this. There are 2 links here as well for Twitter and Discord, which leads me into my next recommendation for you, which is to join some of the social communities that are available. Now, these are both communities that I am involved in. Admittedly, I'm not as involved with these communities as I was whenever I first got disabled, but they're definitely great opportunities to talk with other people who are in the same situation as you. And this is at least the way my brain works. I always feel like maybe something might be able to get done whenever I'm able to bounce ideas off of other people and just get the conversation going. So the first community that I recommend is the hashtag Facebook Disabled Me group on Twitter. So to access this, you just go to Twitter and then search for that hashtag Facebook Disabled Me. Once you're there, you can click on these different tabs across the top of the screen. I'm going to go through the latest tab. And once you're here, you will see so many people who are in the exact same boat as you. Some of them may have some further information on how they got their accounts back. Some of them may just be there for moral support. But like I said, sometimes just having multiple minds working on the exact same thing can help to find a resolution. And I really do think that that community is very helpful, and they're very empathetic to your situation if you just need to vent. Tweeting Facebook is kind of a dead end. I'm not saying not to do it, but you're probably not going to get any responses if you try to do it. The second community that I'd like to recommend is the Discord server. So if you're not familiar with what Discord is, it's basically just a platform that you can talk over voice, video, or text. And each individual Discord server is dedicated to a specific topic. So this server is specific to the Facebook Disabled Me situation, and I will be sure to leave an invite link in the description below the video. But essentially, you can just come in here and chat with other people who are in the same situation as you. I've been in here several times just chit-chatting with people. And again, this is just another way to get the conversation going, see if there are other people who may have been able to find a resolution, or just look for some additional moral support. So again, that might not actually get anything resolved for your account, but you may be able to bounce ideas off of other people, and maybe somebody will have some kind of a suggestion to get your account back up and running again. Now, my third suggestion, I really hate even thinking about recommending this. But if this is something that you're able to do, and if it can at least help one person, then I'm going to recommend it. But make sure to listen all the way through this one, because I do have some further recommendations to this recommendation. But my third recommendation is to purchase an Oculus headset. Now, I know I had said that Oculus is no longer helping people who have had their Facebook accounts disabled, but there is a caveat to that. So if you own an Oculus device, if you're an Oculus customer, they will take your information and they will forward it to a Facebook person. Now, as far as if that Facebook person actually re-enables your account or not, I don't really know, but it can definitely be worth a shot. Now, before you just jump up and do a quick Google search for purchasing an Oculus device, my personal recommendation is not to purchase directly through Oculus. My reason for that is clearly Facebook does not have very great customer service skills. And in the event that they can't get your account back, you want to be able to return that device. So in its place, rather than purchasing from Oculus's website, I suggest going somewhere like Amazon or Best Buy, somewhere that has a very clearly written return policy. So personally, I've never had a bad experience with returning something through Amazon, and I may or may not used to have been employed at Best Buy. So I know that they should be pretty understanding of the situation if you do need to make a return there. Oculus does have an Amazon store, so you can order through Amazon directly from Oculus, but your purchase and your returns are protected through Amazon, which is why I would kind of recommend to go that route over anything else. I will put a couple of links to some of the Oculus devices in the description below the video. It does not have to be the newest device. It can be any device. Just as long as it says Oculus on it and it has a serial number, that should work in order to get a ticket escalated through Oculus. Okay, so number 4, and as I mentioned at the beginning, this one is outlandish, but I read in a news article that it worked. This one is definitely not a quick fix, and it's kind of a very long, very strange workaround to talk to someone directly from Facebook. But you know what? If it works, it works. Tip number 4 is to apply for a job at Facebook. So to start, you'll just go to facebook.com/careers and then click on the jobs tab up at the top of the screen. You'll see here that there are a ton of job openings, 2,161 to be exact. You'll just go through and pick a job and apply for it. And you just lie your butt off on your resume, get an interview, and once you have the interview, explain your story. It's honestly absurd, but there are a few people who have gone to those lengths to be able to talk to somebody, and they did get their accounts back. So props to those people, and if you give this a go, I'm very interested to hear your whole story. So if you do this, please keep documentation of everything that happens and leave it in the comment section below, because I would love to read those stories. And tip number 5 for this video is to write them a physical letter. Facebook's address is 1 Hacker Way, Menlo Park, California, 94025. So again, I don't really know if this will get you any further than tweeting them, but it's definitely worth a shot. Now, if you do this, I do recommend that you take it one step further by getting your envelope certified. The reason I suggest this is because if a letter or a package is sent certified, then somebody physically has to sign for it. You also get a tracking number for your envelope. So with that tracking number, you can check it every step of the way and make sure that it doesn't get lost in the mail. Because we all know Facebook would like to pull some shady stuff like that. In your letter, I would recommend that you keep your tone neutral. Don't be angry or aggressive, and just include some simple information like your name and your email address. And maybe your phone number, just in case somebody decides to be nice enough to call you. So those are my 5 tips. Like I said, I don't know if any of them will work to get you anywhere, but at least it's 5 more things that you can try. As I mentioned earlier, if you do any of these things, make sure to leave them in the comments below, or if you have any other suggestions, please leave those in the comments below, and definitely feel free to reach out to those communities that I had mentioned earlier. There are so many people who are in this exact same situation that are willing to try just about anything just to talk to somebody from Facebook. So who knows, maybe your suggestion might help a ton of people. So if you found any of this information helpful or useful, make sure to hit that like button. I do foresee more videos of this whole Facebook Disabled Me thread coming in the future. I don't know exactly what topics would be covered, but make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on all of those. Plus, if you like Sims content, I've got a ton of that on my channel as well. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I really wish that I could do more to help, but I'm just doing as much as I can. I look forward to hearing back from all of you to see if any of these tips worked, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.